In this tutorial in Adobe Premiere Elements 2018, we're going to take a look at the 7 transitions in the Iris subcategory. Adobe Premiere Elements 2018 has 15 categories of transitions, 103 altogether. So what we're doing is we're taking a look at each of them. We're going to show you how to use these transitions and how to make modifications to them if you so desire. First of all, let's survey all of the 7 in this category. The first one is called Iris Box. And so we're going to transition from the river scene to a bike riding scene. And we'll hit the play and you'll see what it does. It basically starts out with a box in the center of the second scene that comes in full screen. The second one is Iris Cross. And here we're going to go from the bikers to a swimmer. So I'll press the play, and the cross, as you see, begins in the center, and each of the 4 corners separate. The next one is Iris Diamond. And so we'll show you the diamond transition unaltered. The swimmer clip is over, and then we have a diamond in the center that opens and fills the screen. The next one is called Iris Points. And as we play this one, we go from a volleyball scene, and this is where you have north, south, east, west triangles come in, and they fill the screen with a new scene. The next one that we're going to look at is called Iris Round. I'm going to go ahead and click on the biking scene, and we just have a circle in the middle that begins to fill the entire screen. The next one is Iris Shapes. We'll go from this couple to a Christmas scene. And here we have, in this case, 3 diamonds that open up and fill the screen. The last one is Iris Star. And you might expect to know what that one looks like. Here we have a 5-pointed star, starts in the middle and fills the screen. So all of these have similarities to them. Let's look now at how we can modify them. First, we'll take the Iris Box. You recall this is the one where you begin to see the second image come in and then fill the screen. Now in this transition, I've already modified it by adding a border to it. How did I do that? Well, we'll double click on the transition and click on More, and then we drag down. And here's where we set a border width. If it's above 0, I have a border, and then I can choose a color from a color palette, or I can use the eyedropper to pick a color, anything I like. I can also reverse it, or I can give it several values, low, medium, or high. And then click on Done when we're finished. Now let's see what we can do with the second option. The second option is the Iris Cross. This is where it opens in the middle into 4 equal quadrants, and then it moves to the edges. If we double click on this one and click on More, it gives us the option here of deciding where the starting point will be, where the center point will be, what the border width, border color, and reverse, the same as in the previous one. And so if we take this, for example, and we move the starting point over here and click on Done, let's see what change that makes. We'll go ahead and play the Iris Cross modified. And as you might guess, it simply changes the point from which the second video or object begins to unfold, but it's perfectly centered on the screen nevertheless. The third one we're looking at is the diamond. And this is where it starts in the middle in a diamond shape and opens up. If we double click on this one and click on More and look at our options, again, these are the same as what we've seen so far. We have a different center if we want. We can change the starting and ending points, border color, border size, etc. The Iris Point is the one where we come in from 4 sides, kind of in the form of an X, and then it takes over the entire screen. I double click on it and click on More. I find in this case I have the same options. Pretty universal. the iris round where it opens up from the middle. If I double click on that one and click more, once again, same options. You see a pattern here. Let's look at the iris shape. If we play it, we see we have, in this case, 3 diamonds that opened up. And if we double click on this one and click on more, here we have something new. We have a box called Custom. If we click on that, it will give us an option giving us the opportunity to choose the kind of shape. We can do a diamond, we can do oval, or we can do rectangle. We can also pick the number of shapes for height and width. Here is how I just simply doubled it by increasing the high value. And we can keep going, and we can do the same thing with the width value. Let's try an oval and change the width and see what that does when we're done. Now we'll click on Done and render it. And when we play it, you see that we've gone from 3 diamonds to a completely different kind of effect here. Let's look at the last one in the iris collection. I'll double click on this one. Well, we should play it first. We'll go ahead and hit our play. And it simply opens up as a star. If we double click on it to see the customizations we can make. Again, we can change the center location, and we can change the start, stop, border, those kinds of things. So if I want a nice fat border on that, I can simply click here, make it nice and thick, pick a color, let's pick a bright red, click OK, and then click on Done. And if we go ahead and play the last one with the modifications, we see we have a pretty bright star coming out in the center with red. So these are very much similar. They only have a few different variations in the customization options, but it shows you how you can use them as you desire as you're using the transitions found in Adobe Premiere Elements 2018.